Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive. Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Here's another 30-minute recording with a gentleman out of the United Kingdom. His name is Mark, and he is an expert at negotiating the purchases of property. And he puts on seminars, and he would like to take his seminar and his ebook a step further and create more value. Listen as I consult with him exactly how to do this. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope that you can use the ideas I give Mark and relate it to your own product or ebook, or even an idea in your mind. Enjoy.
Well, my new product is called Property Negotiation. I'm running a training course on property negotiation.
How much is it?
The training course is £300 a day. It's a one-day course. It's £300.
When people come to a live training?
For people to come to a live training, that's to say it's about $450–500 US for the one day. The majority of the audio product is some recordings from some of the recent courses I've done, edited together, so for the better sound quality and the better version.
When they come to the training, do they take home audio?
If they come to the training, they don't get an audio along the training. They get a printed workbook, copy of the slides, and some other notes.
All right, what do you sell the audios for separate if someone wants?
The audios aren't launched yet. The audios are going to launch in a month or so's time. They're going to be selling for £150, which is a...
Okay. And how much audio content is there?
There are 3 hours of audio content.
Is this real estate negotiation if you're a residential buyer, or for who's the market?
The courses I've been doing are pretty much all the people who've ended up coming to them have been investors, increasingly aimed at investors. By the way, just between you and I, I'm thinking of launching a new product a few months down the line aimed at first-time buyers, people who want to buy a first property for themselves, but the current content is there's a lot of stuff that's only relevant to investment purchases.
And so you've been at this a long time, buying and negotiating for property, right?
I, like most people, had a job when I left university, ended up running major IT contracts for a bunch of... I don't have their secret permission to use their names, although I noticed that Nightingale in the end did. I was running sort of multi-million pound IT contracts, and a lot of my work on that was commercial negotiation. In parallel with that, I built up a portfolio of residential income properties that allowed me to retire at age 32.
How old are you now?
I'm 35.
You're 35. How'd you hear about me originally?
Initially, Vanish Patel and Parmdeep Padisha.
Okay, great. How long have you been putting on the little seminars?
I've been given shortened versions of the seminars since October. Next month I'm giving the first full-day one. The longest one I've done to date has been a half-day. I'm doing the full-day one, which is the £300 one, beginning of May. But not quite next.
Okay. What would you like to do? You did call and you wanted to see if we could joint venture on something, but how would you like to see your seminar business improve? Or is there anything that I can do to help you do that other than a joint venture to my list or something?
I basically phoned you, Michael, because you know an awful lot more about this than I do. I can put on seminars. I've had some success with Nightingale Conant recording and publishing an information product.
How has that gone?
It's sold in the UK, I think, about 700–800 copies, which actually for the UK is quite good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I guess the UK market's about a tenth of the size of the US, so it'll be equivalent to selling 7–8 thousand copies.
And are you the only guy on real estate negotiation?
I'm the only guy in UK real estate negotiation. They also sell the products by Mike Summy and Roger Dawson, and they sell Self-to-Roof.
The standard negotiation, right.
The Nightingale Conant product is a more general real estate investment product. I don't believe Nightingale have got any kind of real estate negotiation. That having been said, like Roger Dawson talks a lot about negotiation on their US product called The Weekend Millionaire.
Your what is it, a standard 6 cassette tape program?
It's CD only, and it's 4, which appears to be the format they use for a lot of the UK specific programs.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. They're moving all to CD. Did you hear my recording with Vic Conant?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I did an interview with Vic Conant a couple months ago.
He's lovely. I met him when he came over into my product launch. I was telling you for all kind of reasons, but it happened to coincide with my product.
Yeah, very nice. It's a telling interview. You may want to listen to it because I really picked his brain. If you go to the main page at hardtofindseminars.com, you'll see Vic Conan. It's one of the links there. What does the course sell for in the UK?
Which course?
Nightingale Conant course.
The Nightingale Conant course sells for £70 in the UK.
What does that convert to US? What, 100 and something?
110, 100.
That's pretty pricey for a Nightingale Conant course.
I think they are more. I honestly don't know what the UK prices are for anything. It's comparable with the rest of their range. That's the normal price.
Do the sales of that Nightingale Conant course in the UK, does that bring in people to your seminars? Are they able to contact you, and are you able to get them into live seminars? Does that help you for your trainings?
I honestly don't know. I get a few people who come and say, I've heard your CD. One of the nice things about the deal with Nightingale is I was allowed on every CD to promote my website. So basically, with the launch of that product, I set up my own website with an operative mailing list.
What's your website called?
www.yourpropertyexpert.com.
Yourpropertyexpert.com.
Yourpropertyexpert.com.
Is that your unique thing? Is that what you're really good at, is in negotiating when you're buying?
If you ask the Nightingale product, I spent best part of a year on the fairly low-key UK property speaking circuit, trying to find the right niche. The Nightingale product was a very generalist getting started in real estate investment. It wasn't quite. There are a lot of people doing that. I went through a variety of things. I talked about goal setting, I talked about investor psychology, but again, there are a lot of people who do those very, very well. And I ended up with negotiation, and negotiation is when I started doing talks on that. That's when people suddenly really started filling up, and when people were coming up to me at the end and saying, can you give a talk to my organisation as well? And that's the niche that's really worked for me. So, yeah.
Are you still speaking in the real estate in the circuit there in the UK? And how successful has it been putting on your one-day seminars so far, your half-day seminars?
So the half-day seminar, the last one got about 10 people, which is actually a bit poor, but not as poor as you might expect. The normal in the UK is sort of about 15 to 20 people on those kind of calls. In the US, people put on one-day seminars and they expect 200, 2,000 people. But in the UK, it's a bit different. I think the last one had...
And how are you getting them to the seminar?
Basically, word of mouth. I'm giving a lot of free talks. These that I have a 30-minute version and a 45-minute version that I'm talking to various people's organisations. At the end of those talks, I'm handing out a sign-up form for my opt-in mailing list, and then I promote the talks on my list.
First thing I'm thinking is, if someone learns your skills on negotiating and they're buying a piece of investment property, what in terms of dollars can you save them using your techniques that they wouldn't know otherwise? How much could they make additionally if they knew how to buy right with your skills on one deal, one transaction? I know it varies, but give me an idea of the power.
There's one particular technique I use a lot, and I think every time I've used it, it's probably made me an additional £2,500. I would say overall, I would expect, I'm not talking about huge numbers, I'm expecting like overall, every time, if you go in and negotiate properly on a real estate transaction in the UK, you should expect to pay between £10,000 and £15,000 compared to going in and making all the amateur mistakes.
So give me just an idea of one mistake that most people are making when they're negotiating price to buy real estate.
The two biggest mistakes that people make are, first of all, if they think the market's rising, which it has been in the UK for the last few years, they'll go in and they'll make an initial offer that's at or close to the asking price.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.